A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. Always go with your passions. Never ask yourself if it's realistic or not. And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Do one thing every day that scares you. Do the one thing you think you cannot do. Fail at it. Try again. Do better the second time. The only people who never tumble are those who never mount the high wire. This is your moment. Own it. Don't be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. Don't worry about failures. Worry about the chances you miss when you don't even try. Every man dies, but not every man really lives. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Go out on a limb. That's where the fruit is. I always did something I was a little not ready to do. I think that's how you grow. When there's that moment of, wow, I'm not really sure I can do this, and you push through those moments, that's when you have a breakthrough. I am thankful for all of those who said no to me. It's because of them I'm doing it myself. I don't think you're human if you don't get nervous. I refuse to accept other people's ideas of happiness for me, as if there's a one-size-fits-all standard for happiness. I walk slowly but never backward. If things seem under control, you are just not going fast enough. If you are not willing to risk the unusual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. If you don't build your dream, someone else will hire you to help them build theirs. If you're offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat. Just get on. It is never too late to be what you might have been. Leap and the net will appear. Life is being on the wire. Everything else is just waiting. Life is inherently risky. There is only one big risk you should avoid at all costs, and that is the risk of doing nothing. Often the difference between a successful person and a failure is not one has better abilities or ideas, but the courage that one has to bet on one's ideas, to take a calculated risk and to act. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Only those who play to win. Only those who risk to win. History favors risk-takers. Forgets the timid. Everything else is commentary. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Pearls don't lie on the seashore. If you want one, you must dive for it. Saying it is impossible to live without failing at something is impossible, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default. Screw it. Let's do it. Success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. The first step toward success is taken when you refuse to be a captive of the environment in which you first find yourself. The question isn't who is going to let me. It's who is going to stop me. The universe has no restrictions. You place restrictions on the universe with your expectations. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Think big and don't listen to people who tell you it can't be done. Life is too short to think small. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When you take risks, you learn that there will be times when you succeed and there will be times when you fail, and both are equally important. You can't have everything you want, but you can have the things that really matter to you. You can't outwit fate by standing on the sidelines placing little side bets about the outcome of life. Either you wade in and risk everything you have to play the game, or you don't play at all. And if you don't play, you can't win. Your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. You get what you settle for. Your dreams are ball busters. They're not the yellow brick road. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life.